So now it's just getting obnoxious because I've posted like 3, 4, 5 videos in a row now. I think this is the 4th. I'm sorry, I really am. But I was watching previous videos and I had to comment about the whole cat dog conversation and the love of animals and the not being able to hear about them being abused and being really affected by that. I am a dog person. I'm sorry if that ruins anything, but although it doesn't, because T-Cat is on my side. Power to the dog people, T-Cat. I just never had cats growing up, and I've met some cats that I like, but what I don't like about cats could also be said about dogs. I don't like animals that shed, because again, we never had any animals that shed. All of our dogs were non-shedding dogs. And so I just really, I can't stand the hair that gets everywhere. It gets in your nose. I have allergies. I think I'm also a little bit slightly allergic to cats because of the hair issue. And I don't know. The claws freak me out if they're not declawed. I just have memories because my grandma had a cat when I was younger, and I just have memories of the cat like on my clothes, and it kind of hurts. I think kittens are really cute. My friend has 2 baby kittens that I just saw recently, and I thought those were cute, but I am by far and away a dog person. However, I agree with the barking dogs. That's not okay. First of all, I want to say that they're probably being mistreated. Not saying that they're being beaten and that's why they're barking. I'm saying that if they're leaving their dogs outside all day long, that's not okay. That's not what you're supposed to do. And in fact, if you go to the Humane Society and you try to adopt a dog and you tell them that you are going to leave the dog outside, they will not let you adopt the dog. Because dogs are pack animals and they're very social animals. They need to be around other people in their pack. And even if you're going to be gone, you need to leave them in the house where they have, access to shelter, shade, food, water, toys, comfort, something that's going to comfort them. Anyway, this was supposed to be short, but I wanted to also address Nick talking about throwing the dog out the window. That stuff really bothers me too. And I don't really ever care if it's said in jest. I don't think it's funny ever. Sorry to be kind of like a Debbie Downer about that, but it really takes me off when people say stuff like that. And actually, I have said before many times that I don't trust people that don't like dogs, which is odd because obviously I trust Nick, so he's an exception. I guess I didn't know that Angie was a cat person. And Erica, I mean, I knew you were a cat person, but I just didn't know you very well. So I guess I kind of have to amend and say I don't trust most people that don't like dogs. Because it just seems, you know what I'm going to amend it to? I don't trust people who don't like animals. That's what it is. But yes, Erica, it really, really bothers me to hear about animals being abused. Just anything, if I hear anything about somebody with a pet and I don't think that they're taking proper care of it. I mean, it might be taken care of, but it's just not to the full extent that it could be. It makes me sad because I feel like every pet deserves a great, loving home where they're just going to be cherished because that's what they do for their owners. All they do is give pure, unconditional love, and they deserve the same. They deserve so much. They're so special. So Nick, don't ever say anything like that again, because I understand Erica and her sorrow. And oh my God, I saw a dog. I didn't see it get run over, but I saw the aftermath. I heard it first it was awful. I was in Minden, Nebraska, for Courtney's dad's funeral, which was horrible because he died of a freak accident, and it was absolutely horrible. And we're driving from the funeral to their house, and I heard this awful, awful sound that I have never heard before in my life. And then we realized it was a dog that had just gotten hit by a car because the people had stopped their car, and the dog was lying there just making the most awful noises I've ever heard in my life. I can't believe I'm even talking about this because this is just going to upset Erica. I'm sorry. I won't talk about it anymore. It was the most traumatizing thing I've ever seen and heard in my entire life. And I was like, why, God, why did we have to see this on the way? Because Courtney saw it too, and Courtney is an animal lover, and she is a dog lover. And I'm like, we just came from her father's funeral, which is like the worst thing that could have ever happened to her in her entire life, honestly. And then we have to see this dog get hit by a car. It was horrible. This post just really went downhill. This is not how I meant it to be. I just meant to comment on the cat dog issue and stake my side firmly on the dog side, and also stake my side just on the side of animals. And it just went downhill. I'm sorry, but so I feel your pain. I can't stand that stuff. It really, really makes me sad. And when I see dead squirrels in the road, I say a little prayer that they didn't suffer. Seriously. My mom feeds the birds and the squirrels in our backyard. It's like Snow White out there. So, Disney rocks.